Hey guys, Sean, Less of the for Dummies. It is an opened box video. Yeah, I opened it. Screw it, save some time. It's from MCS. Oh, what is that? Yeah, it's not an ant. I just ordered some random stuff. Well, not too random, but this is a bottom grip rail for a Tippmann A5. Let's have a look at it. I just picked some random stuff because, well, sometimes random stuff works, and it was inexpensive. Of course, I don't have a knife here. I think it was like $6 or $8 or something, so how can you go wrong? Yeah. Oh, damn. I didn't realize it was like one-sided like that. I was hoping I'd be able to adapt that somehow. Well, maybe I still can. To like my M17 build. I'm going for something different. You know, there's a lot of generic builds, and you know, we work with parts we have, and I'm no different. Parts we have generally fit good, but the M17 handguards just suck on it. Even with the MCS adapter, the only tried and true handguard is the Gryzen, and well, I just don't want to be cookie cutter. So, well, we'll see what happens with that. These are drive springs. Well, actually one was supposed to be a velocity spring and one was supposed to be a drive spring for a X7, Tippmann X7, but they actually look identical. And I wonder if MCS screwed up. But either case, whatever. I was just gonna try this in my Tippmann TMC for the heck of it. Instead of the Ali spring, you know, I'm always... So, here's the thing with the AliExpress springs. You know, they're 65 spring tensile, whatever, some Chinese steel stuff. They do work, but what I found is their life is short-lived in most cases. And especially with the TMC because, well, you have two options. It's cocked back to save your detent, or uncocked and you kill your detent. And I have a Wixon detent and it still kills it. So I'm just searching for anything really, grasping at straws here. So we're gonna try those and see what happens. This is an RIS Handguard Adapter. So it's meant for the MCS RIS handguard, which is a quad rail. It has 4 screws. It has a 1-inch inside diameter. They have different sizes of these. They have a 7/8 and they even have a 9/16, I think, which is weird. I don't know who the heck has a 9/16. Whatever, it doesn't matter. And I'm looking now, it looks too big. So I was hoping, you know, this rail here, I'd be able to get it in there at least. But it's fat. But that doesn't mean it's dead. I don't know, maybe I can use it with another handguard. I'm essentially trying to make my M17 fit a regular handguard, like an AR handguard, like a CQMF that looks good. And so it has that rail alignment. The biggest downfall with the MCS adapter is, I don't know why they couldn't just off-center that hole, man. I mean, it would have made... And if you're listening, KT, just do it. I think you'd sell a lot more, to be honest, because some of us have OCD. And when the rails don't line up, I don't know, no good. Well, that might be a bust there. But, you know what, I just added my collection of parts. It is, well, it did have 4 set screws, so the possibility of setting it and then, I don't know, reusing it for something. I never throw anything out. And again, inexpensive. You know, I don't break the bank when I'm searching for stuff unless I know for sure. What else we got here? Hammerhead Fin. It is unmarked, which is weird. This is supposed to be a 683 fin. Let's try something here. The largest fin I have is a 681, and it fits riot balls. So the reason I got a 683 was I'm hoping jewels would fit through it, and they do, because my 681 does not fit jewels, and I have to really jam them through. And I'm expecting I may add some V3s to the collection here soon. I'm waiting for the FAR projectiles to come into inventory at Grimberg, so that you know, I can kill two birds with one stone, because shipping, oh man, it kills us in Canada. Weird thing about this one though is, what the heck here? This is not correct now that I'm looking at it. Oh no. So I bought another 3-inch barrel. Oh no, it's correct, I think. Auto cocker. Little known fact that Chris, my good buddy there that sent me some aluminum rounds. So this is an A5. Sorry, I got the wrong, this is a barrel. Jesus, stupid. Well, this is a 3-inch lion claw. Auto cocker, 22 mil thread. Boy, oh boy. Well, let's leave it out. This is a fin. And I wonder why it wasn't labeled. Yes, correct, I'm stupid. Let's look for dummies. 683. Jewel. It's kind of, oh, that's too tight. That's too tight. Way too tight. So I may need a 685. Yeah, that you can't, if you have to jam it through like that, but nevertheless, not a waste. Another piece to the puzzle I can experiment with. So what I've done this time, because of Chris, as I mentioned, and I interrupted myself, told me Hammerhead fins are auto cocker thread. That's what's in the muzzle end of the adapter, A5. So I have an A5, so I can size my projectile. And I bought an auto cocker lion claw. There we go. What's the total length on that? I'm going for short here, guys, but I'm experimenting. I don't know any of this stuff is gonna work out very well. Oh, that's millimeters. You guys don't want millimeters. With the fin attached and a 3-inch lion claw, we are at 4 1/4 inches. That is a shorty. Unfortunately, the jewel didn't fit like I wanted. Whatever, no big deal. We're still gonna test with this stuff. But the reason why I went auto cocker was so I could use the fin. I have a 3-inch lion claw with, I can't remember what that hammerhead tip is called. So this is a 3-inch lion claw with, see what it looks like in that factory M17 handguard, just sticks out. This is 4 1/2, I think. Oh shoot, it's unscrewing from the, oh no. Well, that's a bummer, it's kind of stuck in there. So downside to having short barrels in a fairly short handguard is, well, your barrel could get stuck inside. So give me a second. Okay, so we managed to tighten it back in and kind of put some downward pressure on it. That's a 3-inch lion claw with, I can't remember what the name of the tip is, but what this tip has, I was like blown away by, it was how much it actually quieted the sound signature. So I really wanted to use this tip, but it's M22, it doesn't fit Lapco barrels. So I kind of had to choose a lion claw, and the hammerheads are rifled. So are rifled, and rifled are just no go. So my objective was to go with a fin like that, so I can size it properly. And there's something else to big scratch in that. Oh, never mind, that's not a scratch. The fin sizing is, the bolt makes, like, look at that. Just picture my finger going in, that's your bolt entering and inserting your projectile and then releasing the air. If you got a big gaping breach here, air can actually blow back and out and not in the direction that you want. So tighter seal to some degree. And of course would be size your projectile if you had the correct one, but that's okay. But M22. I want to run this tip. It is quiet. I want to shoot in my backyard this summer. This thing makes my marker quiet, like crazy quiet. How it cuts the sound is, I'm blown away actually. So we had, what was it? I forgot already. 4 1/4 inches plus this tip, which recesses. So now I have a total barrel length of 7 inches, which is longer than my cut off Lapco 8-inch. Let's see how this looks. That is perfectly acceptable. But what will be the judging factor is, this is my 8-inch Lapco. It's cut down to 5 7/8. Does it outperform it? Now, I'm willing to give up a little bit of energy for how quiet this thing is, but a little bit, just a little bit. What do we got left in here? It's called a Venturi A5 bolt. It is aluminum. It is for the Tippmann A5. A lot of A5 stuff does work with a TMC. So I'm hoping this is gonna work with TMC. My aftermarket kind of, I think it's called a Killhouse or Roadhouse bolt, has the O-ring seal on the end, unlike the factory bolt, and also has an O-ring seal in the rear. So this, though, how this differs is aluminum. The O-ring seal isn't on the tip, which I didn't realize that was gonna be the case. But it also has an O-ring seal in the back, which is important because the way the TMC fires, the power tube's kind of sloppy. So this helps direct all your air out the front. Has this weird looking, looks like a 6-point socket end. Like maybe I can get maybe this will double as my 10mm socket. But what I'm more curious about, well, besides now that the O-ring's in a different spot, is mass. Obviously it's aluminum, it's light, but it's much heavier than the plastic bolt or Delrin bolt that I'm running. So mass sometimes, especially in these blow back type markers, helps get that projectile, gives it that initial like inertia, get the heavy ball moving, which is why I always had problems with heavier rounds until late, when I've done, my drive spring is like super heavy, but it makes the charge handle difficult to pull back. So again, it kind of goes hand in hand with this. I'm gonna try this on its own with my heavy duty spring first, and then we'll just kind of do a back-to-back. Last but not least, well, this is a 14-inch Lion Claw. Autococker. But it's not to go with my fin, well, in my M17. This is actually for my PTX from Paradigm. I know you guys, I teased you with my Karmatech bullpup. Long story, which I will explain when my PTX arrives. It is now in Canada on its way to me. And some things that I spoke with Dave, he's the owner, operator, engineer, everything, Paradigm. I'm very curious about this barrel, but we'll get into that more when that marker arrives, because this might be a no-go. Right threads, but I can't say anything more. Okay, that's it.